Hello, this is Kim from Oakwood Knits, and I wanted to film a quick video tour of my new sock design. These are called Socks of the Hero, or we can just call them Zelda socks because they're of course themed after one of my favorite game series, The Legend of Zelda. I called them Socks of the Hero as a play on the song title Song of the Hero, which is the main theme of the series. So my goal for this design was to create a sock honoring both Link and Zelda. So each sock in the set would have their own unique color scheme, evoking each of the characters, and each having some unique design elements that are reflective of the characters, but also going together in a way where they look like they are part of the set, so you can see they kind of reflect each other and have some matching elements here. So starting with Link's sock. Link's sock begins with the iconic scene of the Master Sword hidden in a forest. Usually this is the Lost Woods, as well as the 3 life hearts you start out every game with along the top here. In the bottom of the leg, there's 3 treasure chests with gold rupees coming out of them. The gold rupee is typically the rupee with the highest value in the game. And the back of the leg, the forest wraps around the back, and just above the heel, one of about 3 hidden Easter eggs is a hidden Triforce with, in this case, Link's Triforce piece highlighted. The Triforce of Courage is the one on the lower right, and this is highlighted with duplicate stitch after the sock is finished. Going down to the foot, starting on the top band of each of the feet is a row of items or motifs that are associated with each character. So for Link's, we have an empty bottle, Ocarina of Time, a bomb, a boss key, and on the back there's different motifs. So we have a cuckoo, fairy, and the Wind Waker here. And then overall, for both of the socks, I wanted to kind of start out with natural shapes, evolving into more mechanical shapes to kind of reflect how the technology also evolves as the games progress in the timeline. And I wanted to end the feet with a reference to Breath of the Wild, since it's the most recent game and because the new game is a direct sequel to that, which I'm very excited for. So the foot has a band of the divine beasts wrapping around it from Breath of the Wild. So this is the eagle, the camel, and on the back is the salamander and the elephant. And that's all I want to say about Link's sock for right now, I think. So going to Zelda's sock. Zelda's sock tells a little more of a deliberate story through the timeline. So I start with her origin story in the sky with a reference to Skyward Sword. I did originally have the Sky Islands in here as well, but I couldn't quite get them to work. I took them out at the last minute, so we just have the sky with the rising sun here. I use a few images of light to evoke Zelda's character in this design. And the focal point in the leg is the goddess crest from Skyward Sword, and so there's of course many iterations of this shape throughout all the games, and this leads into what is known as the Hylian crest, but this is modeled after the goddess crest as the very first incarnation of this from Skyward Sword. And then going down the leg, at the bottom of the leg, this leads into the Great Sea from the Wind Waker, and with Tetra's pirate ship here, also finished with duplicate stitch. And Tetra, of course, is one of the incarnations of Princess Zelda. The placement of this decoration is meant to reflect the Triforce shards that are beneath the Great Sea. I didn't have room for all 7, but that was the intent of this placement, because I also needed to do something with this yellow color, so I could place the Triforce here on the back of Zelda's leg as well, just above the heel. And on her leg, her Triforce piece, the Triforce of Wisdom, is highlighted again with duplicate stitch. And going down the foot, the same Breath of the Wild motifs here, and above that is the band of items associated with her. So these are the goddess symbols, in this case in the form of the goddess pearls that are found in the Wind Waker. So this is Fiori's shape, Nehru, and Din. On the back is the Bow of Light, which she has in many games. The goddess harp, which shows up primarily in Skyward Sword, though I learned during this design development the same harp shows up, but not in a named way in Ocarina of Time. And this flower is meant to be the Silent Princess flower from Breath of the Wild. And the Divine Beast motifs are inverted for Zelda's socks, so that when you place both pairs side by side, all four of them can be seen. So we have the salamander, elephant, eagle, and camel on hers. You can, of course, make two alike. If you really like one design and you just want to make one for your pair, you can do that, and you can easily just reverse this section of the chart so that you can have all four going across your pair of socks if you would like to do that. Okay. And let me get to the last Easter eggs now. So you may have noticed I haven't talked a whole lot about this section. So second Easter egg, these are actually music notes disguised in Link's case as pebbles on the ground, or in Zelda's case as like sea spray right above the Great Sea. And the reason why I did this is because I find the music in Legend of Zelda to be just so memorable. I can't really picture any of the games without the music popping into my head as well. So I knew I had to find a way to include it. So wrapping around the sock, each sock is 3 songs hidden in this section. Most of them, except for one, are from Ocarina of Time, though they may show up in other games as well. So starting with Zelda's sock. The one in the front, this is Zelda's Lullaby. And the one on the left side is Song of Time, because I wanted like a bridge in the section of Ocarina of Time. In terms of the timeline, I wanted that to be a bridge from Skyward Sword to Wind Waker. And on the right side is Prelude of Light, which I used again just to reflect like her character being associated with light a lot of the times. And on Link's sock, so the center one is actually Ballad of the Goddess, which is the main theme from Skyward Sword. And I did it this way because Easter egg from the games you might know about is the Skyward Sword theme is actually, it takes notes from Zelda's Lullaby and reverses it. So I just took the notes from Zelda's Lullaby and reversed it for this song here. So I just always kind of loved that little Easter egg from the game, from the games, and I saw an opportunity to include that here. And I kind of like how they reflect each other on the fronts of the socks. And on the left side of Link's sock, this is Saria's theme, also known as the Lost Woods theme, seemed appropriate to have here next to the woods. And on the right side is Eponia's song. And the last Easter egg that's hidden here is the Hylian text says something. So I called these socks Socks of the Hero as a play on the song title, but also, you know, Link is generally referred to as the hero of the series, but I don't know, I'm a fan of Zelda. I think Zelda is just as much of a hero as Link. So I put hero on both of their socks, and it's this snippet here. This is the word hero that repeats as a motif around both of their socks. So it's, these characters are H-E, And then RO, I took these characters from the Hyrule Historia Encyclopedia from a few years ago. So thank you for coming along on this tour with me. I hope you like my new design. Thank you.